Welcome back, guys, for another episode of Mortal Realms Magazine issue review. This week we are taking a look at issue 26, and with this issue we get our first piece of terrain from the Realm of Life, and this is the Azerite Ruins. So a nice piece of terrain here, and we will be painting this up in this week's episode, so you can check the video for that up in the card in the corner here, as well as a link down in the description. So with that, let's take a look at the magazine. So obviously we get the Azerite Ruin, we discover the Sylvaneth, and we get the movement tutorial, which obviously will explain moving through terrain. So we have dive deep into the forest of the Realm of Life as you explore the ancient Azerite ruin that comes with this issue. Before the Age of Chaos, many great civilizations existed, and their ruins now span the realms, having been destroyed by invading Chaos forces long ago. Your new scenery kit will allow you to build your own such ruin and use it in your games. To do that, we have included build and paint guides in this issue. There is also a tutorial on how to move over and around it in your games, since you'll be fighting over it in this issue's exciting battle plan. Right, then we've got a little bit more on storm hosts. So shining exemplars. So we've got the Astral Templars, the Helden Sons, which are very Dark Angels colour scheme here, with the black, the bone and the green. Then we have the Stormlords, the Silent Host, and the Sons of the Storm. Amongst mere mortals, the Tempest Lords are descended from the line of heroic nobles. They are masterful tacticians, accomplished warriors, and inspirational speakers. They create a righteous fury in the mortals who fight alongside them, and they are often accompanied to war by many such fanatics. So we have a little bit for some of the realms and stuff. So this is Sylvaneth Part 1. Now, if you saw my Premium Kit 2 video, I'll post a link for that in the card here. I did mention in there that we had a little pull-out that was Sylvaneth Part 2, and I wasn't sure if we already had Part 1, but as it turned out we didn't. It is with this issue here. So Part 1, unfortunately guys, for those of you that aren't premium subscribers, or those of you who are in Australia where they are not doing the premium kits, unfortunately you won't get Part 2 to this, so it will only be Part 1. I'm assuming they won't put it in Part 2 in future issues, as obviously for those of us that are getting premium, we're going to end up with doubles of stuff. So I'm not too sure how they are going about doing that. Personally, I think they should have done this as just Sylvaneth, and then a Sylvaneth expansion with the other one, just so that you guys don't have a Part 1 and then never have a Part 2, and you know, essentially, especially if you've got some sort of OCD for that kind of thing, I know that would probably bug me, that I've got a piece that says Part 1, no Part 2. So you know, I do feel for you guys that aren't premium subscribers or can't get premium. But still, you know, you've still got part that goes along with Sylvaneth and all the other realms and stuff that they'll be, all the other races that they'll be doing. So, not too much of a problem, but there it is. Anyway, the Sylvaneth are the children of Alarielle, the Everqueen. They are woodland spirits who share Sigmar's hatred for the forces of chaos. They are a force to be feared even amongst the other races of order, for many who enter the dark groves in which they make their homes never return. And we've got obviously some Spirit Song the Wildwoods and Ghyran itself, the Realm of Life. Then we have something for battles. This is Battles Part 15. So the realms, the fate of the Firefang. The Firefang stands watch over Ripplegast Sound. Weird name, but okay. The Tempest Lords maintain a small garrison upon the island, for they realise the tactical significance of a military base within reach of the eye. The rock beneath the Firefang is also known to contain a great deal of Emberstone, stone made of pure fire magic. This arcane resource is sought after by the followers of Khorne for forging powerful weapons. Obviously some more reading here, and then the how to build the ruins. Now from what I can tell, these ruins are super easy. They are push fit, although you may glue them if you want. I will be gluing mine. Obviously they've got extra pieces in the middle that you'll need to clip away between doors and windows and things like that. But again, a super easy piece to assemble. The way I'll probably assemble mine is glue this section here, 2, 3 and 6, and then this section here I may leave separate, as well as this section here along with 4 glued to 5, just for storage, purely for storage reasons. For me, makes it easier to put away a small L shape rather than a larger U shape with an extra piece off of it. Obviously I can put this side inside, I may glue this piece on, but yeah, so obviously you guys, you can glue it up however you want. Also, for ease of access, it would be an idea to leave this wall off, just so you can get to these sides without having an extra wall in the way, and then you can fully glue it in once that is assembled. But for the painting guide for that, as I mentioned earlier, check the card in the top corner, and you'll see how I go about painting that in this style here. So a dark wood, and then the green tint moss covered ruins itself. So obviously they go through painting it. A Korvax white base, followed by an Agrax Earthshade, then another dry brush of Korvax white, picking out details with Mechanicus Standard grey, dry brushing Korvax white, and then another shade of Agrax Earthshade over the top of that. And then that is it for now. That is where they are at. Obviously I'll be doing a little bit more in depth than that, as well as painting the wood up here. Right, then we have another tutorial, which obviously I wasn't 100%. I have mentioned before that we are done with the tutorials, but it seems not fully. Obviously with a new terrain piece, it means that we've now got terrain movement, so moving up and around and over terrain, what models can and can't, as well as unit cohesion and things like that. So, you know, if you're playing games, make sure you read through this. Not overly complicated, especially for moving. If they can fly, you count you don't give them any vertical movement, you just count it as though the terrain isn't there, and you just place them on the top. If they can't fly, or have any rule that says that they can ignore terrain, then you count the height as part of their movement. So if they can move 6 inches, you've got 1 inch across, 3 inches up, 2 inches across, for a total of 6. And that goes obviously for going up and down. So 1 inch up, 1 inch down, plus your remaining. If you can fly, ignore it again, they just swoop over the top. And moving through terrain, as long as, from what I can gather here, as long as the base fits, they can move. So obviously the base for the ballista here can't fit through the gate. Even though these guys can, they're not going to be able to pull this through with them, so this can't pass through. But these guys can, because all their bases fit through. Then we are on to some war scrolls for the evocators, along with their abilities. The Dreadscythe Harridans, along with their abilities. Then we have the battle plan. So lifting the curse. Now obviously we've got A, B and C, so 3 parts so far. We will get these extra bits in further issues, but for now this is the terrain we got, and this will go on the back of our battle mat. So we can start building up some terrain, and obviously if you're using various battle mats, or you can mix this with the mausoleum pieces if you are playing larger games, or your own games with custom terrain and things like that. But for now, for this battle, we are using the terrain that we get with this issue. So as you can see, we just place it along in this area here, up the top here. And for this we will need the Briar Queen, her thorns and 10 Dreadscythe Harridans. And for the Eternals we will need Exandria, an Evocator Prime and 3 Sequitors. And then taking a look at the upcoming issues, we've got issue 27, which brings us the Stormsire's Curse Breakers, so obviously that's next week. And the week after will be issue 28. At the time of releasing these, you guys that are buying weekly from the shops will probably have these 2 issues already, and those of you that are collecting, that are subscribers, then you should be receiving, at the time of this video going out, you should have received our 4 issues that will be 27, 28, 29 and 30. If you haven't already received them, then they should be due by now. So with all that said, sorry, issue 28 we get the Spirit Hosts. So 3 of these models to add to our Nighthaunt army. Right, so with that being said, thanks a lot guys for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscription button. If you're not already subscribed, get that YouTube algorithm working for me, get me some more publicity, some more viewers, some more subscribers, and help me grow this channel. It is always much appreciated. And to those of you who share the channel on various groups and pages, thank you for having done that. I'm more than happy for you to share these channels, obviously in a positive light. But yeah, I'm more than happy for you to share these channels in the help of promoting the channel and helping my channel grow. So yeah, until next time guys, take it easy and keep painting those minis.